Good evening and welcome to Jeevan's News at 8. I'm Anshika Sharma. First look at the top stories of the day. Heavy downpour continues. Death toll rise to 10. Landslides in Idukki. 8 crores loss in the state, says government. Abhimanyu murder case. 7 SDPI leaders arrested and then released. SDPI to observe Black Day tomorrow. Protest against Tharoor's Hindu Park remark. BJP workers vandalized Tharoor's office. Shenitilak called it fascism. Vice Chancellor of MG University, SC cancelled. Decision of vacating post. High Court to hear the case again. Now the news in detail. Daily lives have been affected as heavy rains continued in several parts of the state. Meteorological Department warned that heavy rain will continue till Thursday.
Low pressure at Odisha coast is the reason for heavy rain in southern states in Kerala. Fishermen are advised not to venture into the sea since the wind is blowing at 70 km speed on the coast of Kerala and Lakshadweep. The district collectors of 8 districts from Thiruvananthapuram to Thrissur have declared holiday for all educational institutes including professional colleges on Monday. Trains are running late since the railway tracks are underwater. Several agricultural losses and floods have been reported in Alappuzha, Ernakulam, Wayanad, Kannur, Pathanamthitta and Thiruvananthapuram due to continuous rains that have been in last 2 days. It have also been warned that shutters will be opened due to the dams overflowing. Cautionary warnings have been given to people living in coastal areas. Sea surge has been reported in Chellalam, Ernakulam and Anjathanga, Thiruvananthapuram. There are heavy floods in the low-lying areas of Alappuzha. Train traffic is disrupted in Alappuzha-Thoruvur coastal rail lane after a tree fell on the track. Transportation stopped since electricity have completely disconnected. Other trains are held up in several stations. Ernakulam is completely flooded in heavy rains. All main areas of the city including Menaga, High Court Junction, Edapalli, Palarivattam, Kallur, Kachiripadi, Convent Junction, South Vaitla is flooded. MG Road where construction of Kochi Metro is going on and main gate of South Railway Station are underwater. Passengers at railway station are affected when roads are flooded. KSRTC bus stand is also underwater. Water entered several houses in Kamattipadam and Udaya Colony. Water entered more than 100 houses in Thrissur, Chavakad, Kadappuram Panchayat due to heavy sea surge. Shutters of the Neyar Dam in Thiruvananthapuram have also been opened. Warning have been issued to people. Benasura Sagar Dam in Wayanad will be opened anytime soon. News Desk, Jeevan.
The government has called an emergency meeting as the monsoon had intensified in the state. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan will preside over the meeting.
Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan will address the meeting through video conferencing. District collectors, Revenue Minister E. Chandrasekharan and high officials will participate in the meeting. Meantime, 3 more people died on Monday in rain calamities. A man died in Vellaram Kuthukudi, Kodamangalam, flooding as he could not be taken to hospital in time due to flooding water. Tommy, 55, resident of Vellaram Kuthukudi, Mudiyanikal in Kodamangalam, died after he suffered from chest pain on the way to hospital. In Kannur, an old lady died in flood. The dead was identified as Partham Veliyathanani. Shivakumar, a native of Cheruvalli in Alappuzha, fell into flooding water, died. A student died in Changaramkulam in similar way. Several eastern areas of Ernakulam were isolated because of continuous rain for 2 days. Transportation was erupted in national highways in the district. There is heavy traffic in several places in the city. A number of private buses have cancelled services. Train traffic was also interrupted in district due to floods. Railway tracks were found submerged in rainwater near Ernakulam South Railway Station. News Desk, Jeevan.
SDPI will observe Black Day on Tuesday from protesting against the arrest of SDPI members, including State President Abdul Mazid Faizi. The preventive arrest was made while they were coming outside after holding a press conference at Ernakulam Press Club. Although the people are released, still SDPI General Secretary Abdul Hamid announced the Black Day for tomorrow. Dramatic scenes unfolded outside the Ernakulam Press Club today when the Kerala police arrested SDPI leaders as they stepped out of the building after a press conference. The SDPI has been under police scanner in connection with the murder of SFI leader Abhimanyu at Maharajas College in Ernakulam on July 1st. The SDPI leaders were at the press club to give out their version about the case. State President Abdul Mazid Faizi, Vice President M.K. Manoj Kumar, General Secretary Roy Erekal and District President V.K. Shaukat Ali were taken into custody. 3 drivers of the vehicles were also taken into custody. A huge force of police was in the area. Abhimanyu, who hails from Idukki district, was stabbed to death on the campus allegedly by the workers of PFI, its political outfit's SDPI and its student outfit Campus Front, on the intervening night of July 1st and 2nd. The police have taken into custody 20 people, including SDPI Alapura District President Fahad. The police had on Saturday night detained Adil, a member of the district committee of the Campus Front of India. The cops also raided their houses Saturday night. One of the key accused, Muhammad, a third-year student of the college, belongs to Alapura. This had prompted the police to detain the question leader to the SDPI and PFI from the district. Jeevan News, Kochi. A group of Bharatiya Janata Party workers vandalized Congress MP Shashi Tharoor's office in Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram today afternoon. The attack is reportedly orchestrated by the Bharatiya Yuva Morcha activists to protest against Tharoor's Hindu-Pakistan remark. Tharoor, however, was not present in the office when the incident took place. He was attending other functions. The Yuva Morcha activists shouting anti-Tharoor slogans barged into the office and even tied a banner saying Hindu-Pakistan office. According to the reports, police said that the worker reportedly poured black oil at the entrance of the office. The protesters fled the scene when the police reached. A case has been registered against unidentified persons. Condemning the attack, Tharoor said people had come with their concerns, but you scare them away from here is what we want in our country. I am asking as a citizen, not as an MP. This is not the Hinduism that I know of. Last week, Tharoor has stated that if the Bharatiya Janata Party wins the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, it will create a condition leading to the formation of a Hindu-Pakistan. Addressing an event in Thiruvananthapuram, Tharoor has said if the BJP win a repeat in the Lok Sabha, our democratic constitution as we understand it will not survive, as they will have all the elements they need to tear apart the constitution of India and write a new one.
നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്തിൽ മര്യാദയോടെ ജീവിക്കാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നവരാണ് ഭൂരിപക്ഷം. ആ മര്യാദയായി ജീവിക്കുന്ന മലയാളികൾ, ഹിന്ദുക്കൾ, മുസ്ലിംസ്, ക്രിസ്ത്യൻസ് എല്ലാവരുടെയും ഒരുമിച്ച് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്ന ഒരു ജനാധിപത്യമാണ് നമ്മളുടെ. അതിനെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഡാമേജ് ചെയ്യാനും ത്രെറ്റൻ ചെയ്യാനും നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും സമ്മതിക്കരുത്. അതാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ വിശ്വാസം.
That new one will be the one which will enshrine people of Hindu Rashtra. That will remove equality of the minorities, that will create a Hindu Pakistan. Tharoor's statement drew flack from various political quarters, with the BJP demanding an apology from the Congress President Rahul Gandhi. Jeevan News, Thiruvananthapuram. The Supreme Court will hear the anticipatory bail plea of Father Abraham Verghese on Tuesday in connection with a Sikh scandal case involving 4 clergymen attached to the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church in Kerala. A bench of Chief Justice Deepak Mishra and Justices A.M. Khanwilkar and D.Y. Chandrachud agreed to hear the plea of the priest after he sought urgent hearing as he fears arrest in the case. The crime branch had on July 2nd registered a case against Father Abraham Verghese and 3 other priests on the basis of statements given by women belonging to the same church, accusing them of sexually assaulting her on many occasions. The High Court had earlier dismissed his plea and ordered him to surrender forthwith. The woman has alleged that all the 4 priests had misused her confessions to sexually exploit her. The probe agency has already arrested 2 of the accused. National Desk, Jeevan. Fire broke out on a train at Kollam railway station. It was the engine of Anantapuri Express travelling from Chennai to Kollam that caught fire. All passengers are safe. The fire was controlled by 3 units of fire force. Fire and smoke rose from the engine while the train was entering the platform to end its journey at Kollam. Railway officers said that a short circuit in the generator caused the accident.
Short circuit ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കുന്നത് ഉടൻ തന്നെ കയ്യിലിരുന്ന DCP ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് എക്സ്റ്റിംഗ്വിഷ് ചെയ്യുകയുണ്ടായത്. പിന്നീട് നമ്മൾ വെന്റിലേഷൻ കൊടുത്തതുകൊണ്ട് മുഴുവൻ പുകയും പുറത്തേക്ക് പോവുകയും ചെയ്തു. വളരെ സേഫാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ. എഞ്ചിൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ കഴിയുമോയെന്ന് അറിയില്ല, എങ്കിൽ പോലും ഫയറിൻ്റെ വ്യൂവിൽ വളരെ തൃപ്തികരമാണ്, സേഫാണ്, വിഷയമില്ല, മറ്റു വിഷയങ്ങളൊന്നും തന്നെ ഇല്ല.
A magistrate court here asked cell phone companies to produce mobile phone records of Jalandhar Bishop Franco Mulekal, who is the alleged accused in the sexual assault case, asked to produce the documents before July 18th in the court. Though the probe team has approached the mobile phone service providers seeking the phone reports from 2014 to 16, they refused to hand it. In a reply, they said that records after 2016 shall be produced if they need it. Hence, the probe team moved the court seeking immediate intervention on the issue. This court has issued an order asking the service providers to produce the same. In her complaint to the probe team, the nun alleged that the bishop has made sleaze chat over phone many times during midnight and threatened her from 2014 to 2016. The probe team has demanded the service providers to surrender the phone records. The officials should examine the phone records in order to initiate a strict action against the bishop. Meanwhile, the believers of the church in Jalandhar demanded that the bishop should be shifted from the post to face the probe. They declared that the nun who raised rape allegations against the bishop is like their own sister and said if the reality is like this, how could the church protect their daughters? News Desk, Jeevan. Opposition leader Ramesh Chennithala said that pouring black oil and waving black flag are fascism. The central policy is to physically overpower people who oppose it. In the issue, the Congress extends its full support to the MP.
അഭിപ്രായം പറയാനുള്ള സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം എല്ലാവർക്കുമുണ്ട്. ആ അഭിപ്രായ പ്രകടനം നടത്തുന്ന ആളുകളെ കായികമായി കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്തു കളയാമെന്നുള്ള ധാരണയാണ് ബിജെപിക്ക് ഉള്ളതെങ്കിൽ അത് ഒരിക്കലും നടക്കാൻ പോകുന്നില്ല. ഇവിടെ നൂറുകണക്കിന് ആളുകൾ ശ്രീ ശശി തരൂരിനെ കാണാൻ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഓഫീസിൽ വരാറുണ്ട്. അദ്ദേഹം എല്ലാവരോടും സംസാരിക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഇവിടെ നിവേദനം നൽകാൻ വന്ന ഈ പ്രദേശത്തെ ആളുകൾ നോക്കി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. അവരെ മുഴുവൻ വെരട്ടി ഓടിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഈ കരിയോയിൽ പ്രയോഗം നടത്തിയത്.
The Supreme Court today concealed Babu Sebastian's decision to vacate the post of Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University. Babu refused to hear part of and cancelled it as a High Court verdict. The High Court should hear the case again. Babu should appear in the High Court on December 23rd. The Supreme Court directed that the High Court verdict should be pronounced by August 5. The division bench of the Chief Justice of the High Court, Babu Sebastian, cancelled the appointment of Sebakshan Samiti as an absconding candidate. The order was issued by Prem Kumar, a native of Ernakulam, Kurumasheri, demanding that Babu be removed from the post of Vice Chancellor. The Excellency argued that the qualifications required to become the Vice Chancellor of the university under UGC in 2010 was not Babu Sebastian's. VC requirement is 10 years experience or equivalent qualification as a professor at university or research and academic institution. The petition also pointed out that Babu Sebastian was not eligible and appointed two others who were enormously qualified in the recruitment list. The UGC Act requires a whether in the university in the unrelated higher education sector with the university or the colleges under which it will form to identify the eligible candidate for the VC recruitment. The High Court also found that the structure of Sri Lankan committee selected by Babu to be appointed by the Supreme Court is false. The court has cancelled the appointment of Vice Chancellor for 3.5 years but could not be allowed anymore. This order has been cancelled by the Supreme Court. National Desk, Jeevan. The Supreme Court has come down heavily on the state government for not implementing the recommendation of Sri Jagan Commission report. If the government fails to implement the report, it will have to penalize. The court warned that Sri Jagan Commission report had recommended compensation for persons who had sustained injuries from street dog bites. Out of the 247 persons bitten by street dogs, 129 persons are yet to receive the compensation. The government, however, said that giving compensation to the victims is under the consideration. More than 20 people were injured today after a section of a tent caved in during the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's speech at a public rally in West Bengal's Medinapur. The Prime Minister and the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party on this dais were, however, safe. He rushed to see the injured at Midnapur Medical College and Hospital after the meeting. Fortunately, none of them has got severe injuries. Samit Das, president of West Midnapur district unit of BJP, said. Volunteers and locals of the venue said a part of the tent gave away. Some people climbed on the iron rods holding up the canopy. They said the heavy rains also added to the accident. The number of people swelled so much that several persons climbed the rods to get a view of the dais and leaders, triggering the collapse. Atanu Das, a local who was close to the spot of the accident, said.
এই যখন মোদিজি উঠে তখনই ভেঙে পড়ে গেছে। আমরা ছোট বাড়ি চলে আসে তারা ওই রকমই অনেকে পাহাড় ভেঙেছে অনেকে এরকম বাড়ি হচ্ছে চলে আসছে।
Deepak Mahato, an 18-year-old from Salboni, said he fell down after people started running following the structure's collapse and injured his left hand. Modi praised the audience for not leaving the spot even after a chaos following the incident. Today I have witnessed a new force of the people of Bengal. Can anyone imagine that 1/3 of the pandal came down and yet the meeting continued peacefully? I cannot think it happening anywhere. I shall remember this meeting for the rest of my life, Modi said. Sayantan Basu, one of the General Secretary of the state unit of the BJP, asked people not to panic. National Desk, Jeevan. On the eve of this meeting with Russia's Vladimir Putin, US President Donald Trump rattled allies once more by labeling the European Union a foe with regard to the trade.
In a pre-summit interview with CBS News Face the Nation program aired on Sunday, Trump lumped in the EU with China and Russia as US economic adversaries. I think the European Union is a foe. What they do to us in trade, he said. Donald Tusk, president of the European Council, replied on Twitter using one of Trump's favorite stock phrases. Trump and his aides have been working through the weekend to soften expectations for tangible results from the meeting. Trump told the CBS in the same interview, "I am not going with high expectations." John Bolton, Trump's national security advisor, said in an interview with ABC's The Week that the United States would not be looking for deliverables and the meeting would be unstructured, beginning with one-on-one session between the two leaders. It is a meeting. This is an attempt to see if we can diffuse and take some of the drama and, quite frankly, some of the danger out of the relationship right now. International Desk, Jeevan.
Prices of petrol and diesel rose to all-time high levels in the last week of May this year, after oil companies recommenced daily price hikes of the two products following assembly elections in Karnataka. Petrol and diesel prices remained without any change for a record of 19 days during elections. The need of the hour is to immediately cut excise duty on petrol and diesel, not by mere ₹2 per litre as was done on October 3rd, but to provide full relief to consumers by effecting a ₹4 per litre cut in duties. This would rob the government of over ₹50,000 crore in revenue but would save the country from higher inflation and demand squeeze, said an oil sector expert. At present, petrol cost is ₹76.61 and diesel is ₹68.61 in Delhi. Crude oil prices fell from Libya, said it would raise supply on the demand. Brent crude oil prices crashed 6.9% to two-year low level to close at $73.40 barrel for the global benchmark. The government's economic concerns have prevented any duty cuts on petrol and diesel. Petroleum products are not yet included in GST. National Desk, Jeevan. According to the latest reports, the probe in connection with the missing case of Jesna Mariam Jains has led to 6 youths. The information related to the 6-membered gang of Mundakayam was obtained from examining Jesna's phone calls. Jesna, who is a college student hailing from Mukkutithara, went missing since March 22nd. They have been put under scanner based on their phone interactions within the gang on and after the days Jesna went missing. More investigations are being conducted on the gang. These youth are the native of Mundakayam, Choti, Kurtod and Karnilam. It is known that some of them have links to one of the prominent political party here. Investigation is also being conducted on the charred body found in Idukki. The other day, Tiruvalla DYSP R. Chandrasekhar Pillai said that examinations to identify the body are underway and no assumptions can be made without proper evidence. News Desk, Jeevan. Vallasadhya is a celebration in the Hindu temple at Aranmula, Kerala. During the festival, the village conducts in a snakeboat race in the Pamba river and there is a feast at the temple.
Vallasadhya is conducted in Ashtami Rohini Day. During Vallasadhya, Lord Krishna, the main deity worshipped in the temple, will come to take the offerings from people. The legend is that at Vallasadhya, all dishes asked for must be given to the people in order to please the Lord. The Vallasadhya is a unique mass feast with strong devotional moorings given to the crew of Palliyodams, which the devotees consider a divine vessel of Lord Krishna. Presiding deity of Aranmula Sri Parthasarathi temple, people from different Palliyodams reach the temple in their respective boats to take part in the Vallasadhya. Aranmula Vallasadhya unique to the temple of Aranmula.
കറി വെച്ചു തരുന്നതാകിൽ ചൊലേറും ആ തരുണിയാൾക്കൊരു പൈതലുണ്ടാവും. അതുകൊണ്ടുവാ.
The guests are expected to know the lines well if they wish to relish the Veli Sadhya, which is no ordinary feast, but an offering to God. It is another world altogether at Aranmula, where the temple and its neighboring areas come alive during the months of July and August, where kids as small as 7 and 8 can recite hundreds of lines of Velapata at moment's notice.
Putting an end to its 20-year-long wait, France on Sunday won its second FIFA World Cup little after defeating Croatia 4-2 in a high-octane final at Lusinki Stadium.
Running it for Selko. Here's Mbappe! Oh my word! Teenage kicks!
In a tournament filled with dramatic ups and downs, France stood tall in the end, keeping cool at all times despite being in its sublime form in the group stage. France took a lead in the 18th minute after Mario Mandzukic scored an own goal while heading away a free kick from Antonio Griezmann.
Flicked in by Griezmann and flicked on! And France take the lead in the World Cup final! Deft delivery from Antoine Griezmann! And the French hit the front! Perhaps with assistance from Mario Mandzukic!
However, Ivan Perisic's super strike soon found an equalizer for Croatia after he received a super pass from centre-back Domagoj Vida. The high-voltage final later witnessed a major twist in the 38th minute as the referee gave France penalty after Perisic's arm was not in a natural position as the ball struck his hand.
France have their lead back! An historic goal! A goal of its age, of its generation!
Griezmann converted the penalty into a goal after sending the Croatian goalkeeper the wrong way. Following that, midfielder Paul Pogba's top corner in the 59th minute and Kylian Mbappe's low strike in the 65th minute took the momentum away from Croatia as gave France a 4-1 lead. Mandzukic did manage to decrease Croatia's deflex as he scored a goal in the 69th minute.
Came down for Vida, and then Perisic 1-1! He has screamed that in! Croatia are never behind for long! Ivan Perisic again!
Thereafter, Croatia started to panic as they couldn't manage to take the ball past French goalkeeper Lloris, with the match ultimately culminating in the celebrations for the French side. World Cup Desk, Jeevan.
Before we wind up, headlines once again. Heavy downpour continues. Death toll rise to 10. Landslides in Idukki. 8 crores lost in the state, says government. Abhimanyu murder case. 7 SDPI leaders arrested and then released. SDPI to observe Black Day tomorrow. Protest against Tharoor's Hindu-Pakistan remark. BJP workers vandalized Tharoor's office. Chinithala called it fascism. Vice Chancellor of MC University, SC cancelled decision of vacating post. High Court to hear the case again. That's all from today's English News Desk. Thank you for watching and good night.